Now, like I mentioned in a previous video, audio video that is, I am now at rumble.com. Well, I'm not totally there. I haven't abandoned YouTube. YouTube is my primary area. I even have my Brian's Discussions YouTube channel if you want to check that out as well. Just look up Brian's Discussion in the search engine and you'll find it. But anyway, I mentioned in the audio video I put up yesterday why I'm on rumble.com or why I chose to finally go there. And basically, long story short, as I mentioned in the audio video, pretty much I was hit with a false copyright strike by somebody posing as, Warner Brothers Entertainment. And, I was kind of surprised about getting the strike. And of course, not knowing that, it is a false, account, false email and everything. Not knowing that at the time, I decided to basically not take any chances. I decided not to take any chances. And I took some of the content that was associated, or at least had the same characters and stuff as a part of it, off of my channel. Basically, my Yogi Bear fan vids, the original Christmas cartoon flashback episode that I did on Yogi's first Christmas, and so on. Some I did keep up there, but the others I took off, just in case, because with a strike you have 90 days until it, expires. But unfortunately, like I said, I didn't know that the email account was false until I basically looked it up online. And apparently, like I said, I'm not the only one that's dealt with this. And this is not the first time, as I mentioned in the audio video, that, this kind of stuff has occurred. Apparently, I'm assuming the same kind of people, not saying it is, but I'm assuming the same kind of people that did this also were behind the, copyright claim or whatever it was, the false copyright claims of the of videos that, had WMG, Warner Music Group, music in them when they didn't. And again, I wasn't the only one that dealt with that. So the issue basically is that YouTube, and not just YouTube, but all these uploading services, including Rumble, have, a lot of issues with their, I guess you could say the ID, the ID system, the content ID, or, whatever it's called, the copyright ID system. They have issues with them, and they need to still be worked out. They're basically AIs, is what they are. They're basically AIs that, just like the AIs everybody uses nowadays, like, ChatGPT, Bing from Microsoft, Bard from Google, and so on. They still have a lot of bugs to work out, which is, why I think it's very important for, some people that work, at the YouTube offices, at the VENMO offices, Rumble offices, and so on. I think it's very important for those people to kind of take charge for a little bit and say, hey, we'll be the ones that look through these claims and these, removal requests and all that to see whether or not they're legit. Because this one wasn't. And again, I didn't know that until I looked it up, but already it was too late. And I had removed my other bits of content, including the video that, was removed by YouTube, because of this false claim. Now, I did talk to YouTube on the social media accounts. I did get in contact with them, Team YouTube that is. And as I mentioned in my audio video, I told them that unfortunately I took the video down. And they said that even though I gave them the link, that's not going to help and everything. And that, next time something like this happens, I should just let them know, right away. But I did give them the email. I did let them know about the email that was sent to me. And they did advise me to delete the tweet with the email for my own privacy. So I did that. But yeah, it wasn't a good thing or anything that happened, that occurred. And like I mentioned, I'm not the only one. Apparently this has been happening for about a year or so already, where people have been doing this. And to me, it's just, I'm just going to make this real quick and say that if these people want certain adult material, if you know what I mean, then why don't you just tell the people at the YT and at VENMO and other places, hey, give us that material we want, or do this for us, give us that, and we'll leave you alone. Or if it's about making money and they just are doing this so they want money, then why don't you just say, hey, YouTube, you got any openings? VENMO, you got any openings? And try applying there and see what happens, instead of trying to ruin the reputation of the sites themselves. I'm just saying. But again, getting back to the reason for the video here, and that is the fact that, as I mentioned, I am now on rumble.com, just like I am on VENMO, VIEMO. I think that's what it is, VIMEO, VIMEO, VENMO, like video. It's VENMO. But yeah, I'm also on there, BW Roses. And like I said, now I'm on rumble.com and the BW Roses. And apparently, with some of these sites, you can automatically monetize almost right away. Like all you have to do is give them the address that's connected to your PayPal. All you have to do, is what I'm trying to say, is give them the email address connected to your PayPal and go from there. And you should be, right as rain. You should be ready to go. And it took me a bit, but that's what I did. I finally was able to confirm everything, get that taken care of. And now I'm able to monetize, make some money off rumble.com. I don't know how long that's going to take. Apparently there have been reports that it takes a while and everything. It's kind of similar, I would assume, to Anchor.fm, which is now Spotify podcast. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how long it takes, but I'm a patient person. I have no problem waiting, to get this extra income when it comes in. And we also have to realize it's a smaller platform, and that's the one thing that they like to promote and hype up, that hey, we're a new platform, a smaller platform that's here for the smaller creators. Give them a voice and everything, as well as let them make a little money on the side. And I like that, I really do. And what's even more interesting, as far as I know right now, I can actually monetize my fan vids. Yeah, I actually could take a fan vid and monetize it. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last, but hey, that's something. Because apparently here on YouTube, unless, the song you're using is not owned directly by any label, and, it's kind of like public domain or whatever, you can't make money. It gets claimed. Or if you're fortunate enough, you get to share the revenue. On Rumble right now, you can actually make money without issue, as far as I know. Now, the site has been around apparently for 11 years, or going on 11 years this year. So it's a little over a decade old, a little over 10 years old. It's not as old as YouTube. It's essentially 8 years younger than YouTube, 7 years younger than YouTube. So it's still got a long ways to go. I mean, look how long it took YouTube to get where it's at now from when it started. So, obviously, Rumble is going to take a while to get there as well. So, patience is everything. Patience is everything. And they do have a lot of, people connected, a lot of important, areas, groups, sports, outlets and everything connected to them. They have the UFC, they have Barstool, you name it. So they have a decent sized audience. And I think over time, unless certain, other uploading, sites, out there like the YT, like VENMO, like Daily Motion, like Twitch, I have a feeling that over time, if they don't get their act together and start putting the content creator first and the consumer first, the people that originally, the people that originally helped put the platforms on the map, if they don't start putting them first, places like rumble.com will end up getting those people. End of story. End of story. So I look forward to doing some time with Rumble. It does have an app on your iPhone and Android devices, phones, tablets. as well as your smart TVs. It has an app. So again, I'm looking forward to using it and having some fun with it. I really am. I have about what, I think now about six videos up on there. And again, one of them is a fan vid, you know. And again, it's all about focusing on the smaller creators and giving them, you know, a voice. And I like that. I'm not saying YouTube doesn't do that. They do. It's just that they've been around for so much longer. They're on the stock exchange, they're on the stock exchange now, the New York Stock Exchange and everything. And they're doing this, they're partnered with these studios and that studio. And it's like, okay, obviously they can't do what they used to do when they first started, or continuously do what they did even when Google bought them. But hey, that's what happens when you become very popular and very in the now, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Rumble, I think, is kind of like where YouTube used to be. And other sites, like Rumble, like BitChute, are kind of building off of what YouTube used to do and what VENMO used to do, because VENMO is even changing a bit, and so is Twitch. And they're saying, hey, we're gonna be what you guys used to be. Hopefully, this is a wake-up call for you. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and let you know more about why I'm on Rumble and why that is as well. And yeah, just wanted to tell you guys that. And let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you guys have ever thought of going to rumble.com or any other sites outside of YouTube to have like a backup account just in case something happens. Just let me know that in the comments. And until next time, guys, I am out.